Hi, I'm Matt McMurray from Campus Automotive in Blacksburg, Virginia, and today we have the Continental Extreme Contact Sport Ultra High Performance Summer Only Tire. So you're probably wondering what I'm doing with this rat in my hand. So I won the rat at the BMW Performance Driving School in Spartanburg, South Carolina, in a race called the Rat Race, where two cars go on a wet track and whoever completes the most laps wins. So out of about 15 people, I won the rat. So that's why the rat's with us today.
Break.
There are two tires in Continental's Extreme Contact line, the Extreme Contact DWS 06 Plus and the Extreme Contact Sport. I talked several times about how much I like the DWS 06 Plus, so I wanted to have a look at the Extreme Contact Sport summer tire. I especially wanted to see if it measured up against the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S, which is really the benchmark in the ultra high performance summer tire category. The Continental Extreme Contact Sport is one of the best ultra high performance summer tires on the market. This is very much a maximum performance tire built from lessons learned from IMSA racing drivers. It took Continental 3 years and 20,000 tires to develop this tire. So the tire is good because it gets up to temp and grips like crazy. It's a summer tire, so you can't drive it at temperatures under 30 degrees. You can actually damage the tread by doing so. I actually spent some time at the BMW Performance Driving School testing this tire and put a lot of laps on this tire. I was in M cars all day and most of them had the Extreme Contact Sport on them. They almost exclusively use Continental tires at the BMW Performance Driving Experience. So stick around and in just a minute, I'll get to the price, the size, and if I think you should try it, watch it, or trash it. If you're new to Campus Automotive, we do tire comparisons, tire reviews, and lots of tire talk. So subscribe and hit the bell to keep up. So when we dive into the tread, the first thing we notice is it's an asymmetric tire. So it has an outside and an inside. So on these outer tread blocks, you can see that it's a huge tread block, has small grooves in between the two outermost tread blocks. But you'll notice that this is almost a continuous outer rib that's very thick. This is what you're going to give you your high-speed handling and stability. Another thing you notice about this tire is this rubber compound is very hard. Like when you push down on it, it doesn't give at all. Even though it has a high silica content, it's still not going to give. It's going to give you good wet traction and braking, but as far as being soft and easy and smooth riding, it's not going to be your tire. In fact, it's so hard that you can peck on it with my pen and you can hear the noise. It's almost like knocking on a piece of wood. But that being said, when it gets hot, this tire will perform flawlessly. So you have to get heat in this tire. So when you get heat in this tire, it'll soften up and it'll grip like crazy. So on the outside of these outer tread blocks, that's where these chamfered edges are. And what happens is with those chamfered edges is when you're in a high load, if you're in a turn and you're in a high load condition, this tread squirms and rolls over this way. So if this was straight up and down, this tread block was straight up and down without this chamfer, what would happen would, this outer section would roll under the other piece. So you would actually have less surface to tire contact. So this lets it roll over, and so this whole block, these whole blocks, when they roll over this way in a high-speed turn, it just moves over and stays. So this contact patch has one of the biggest contact patches in the industry compared to its width, kind of like that Michelin Pilot Sport 4S, but they use these chamfered edges to make that possible. We can also see that there are big grooves between these inner tread blocks. All these tread blocks are continuous, as you can see. So the outer tread block is going to give you that high-speed stability. It's going to give you that turn-in, aggressive turn-in and stability. The inner tread block here, so that's going to give you traction in wet weather. So the next thing we'll notice is we have this D and W indicator. So the D stands for dry, the W stands for wet. So when the W wears away, you'll know that this tire is no longer suitable for wet weather. And then when the D wears away, you'll find that the tire is no longer suitable to be on the road. Most of the time at about 4:30 seconds, you'll start to see these Ds disappear, which is kind of like the DWS, except the DWS has the D, the W, and then the S, and the S stands for snow. But since this is a summer only tire, you only have D and the W. So this tire is wide rated. There is an outside and an inside. This is the outside. It's made in Portugal. Does have a rim protector. Now another interesting thing about this tire is inside this bead, it has stiffeners all the way around to stiffen the 2-ply sidewall so that it doesn't roll over in turns. Because when you're really going fast, the tire really rolls over. So it keeps it stiff and stable, so that way when you turn in with this tire, it's an immediate turn in. You don't feel that first little area of slop as that you feel with another type of tire. Only your best cream of the crop tires feel like that, and that's because of the technology that it has in it. But that Stiffener runs all the way around underneath this rim protector. All right, here's the inside. Not much different in the way it looks on the inside versus the outside. All they do, they have the designation for Sport Plus technology, which is proprietary to Continental. Just one of those things, marketing things that they put on it. So you're probably asking, what are these color lines on the tread of this tire? They don't mean anything to anybody except for the manufacturer. When these tires are going through the factory, some factories have locators that are robotic, and they can locate the size of the tire that they need based on these color marks. And sometimes the manufacturers will stack the tires with similar color patterns so they know which tire needs to go where. But it's just a logistics thing, and it doesn't have anything to do with how the tire performs or how it's supposed to look. The best applications for this tire include high-end BMW M cars, Mercedes AMG cars, Porsches, Chevrolet Corvettes, Ford Mustangs, Dodge Challengers, and any other car that you need the ultimate level of performance on. This particular tire is a 235/40 ZR19, but it's available in all sizes from 15 to 20 inches. The Extreme Contact Sport is an expensive tire. This one retails for about $268.99, and they can range all the way up to $450 retail. That being said, they're much cheaper than the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S, even though it competes directly with them. You can pick these tires up at Tire Buyer, Tire Rack, or the Amazon affiliate link below in the description. On a scale of try it, watch it, or trash it, I give it a strong try it if you're in the market for the ultimate maximum performance tire. This tire is definitely for people who love driving. So if you have any questions or would like to see me review a particular tire, drop them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. To see more Continental Tire reviews and comparisons like this one, check out these videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day.